Hey, everybody. Heave the ever-changing disaster here. Let's go see what form it takes today. Let's see, what do we got? Oh yeah, bat brains. That's got an exclamation point on it, so probably that's what we have to look at first. Yeah, let's go in person. Let's not... So we see we definitely do not have bat brains. Next tech, 6 hours away. Can't wait. Stomach looks okay. This could be distributed a little better. It's going to lead to problems when we scale up more. And we got no vat brains. We got none. We got no vat brains. No vat brains, no brains. No brains in the vats. No vat brains. And that is because this guy isn't here. This guy isn't here because he needs PKS. There is quite a line waiting for PKS. PKS is here. PKS is being made. Hey, nice. So this means we are already crawling out of our hole, huh? So we were waiting on magnetic beads. I know how this ends, or this began. I know how this happened. We're still waiting on magnetic beads. I feel like maybe our story has to start with magnetic beads. Because this took a while to recover from. Let's take a look at magnetic beads. Yeah. That feels like we play it real close to the edge. Let's go take a look at magnetic beads and maybe kick it a couple times. See if we can wormholeify some of it. Magnetic beads are like in this area, right? Oh, it's actually right here. I found my way to it immediately. That's so glorious. Alright, this was done in a time before Prod 3 was free. So look at this. Look at the extravagance with which we live now. This is space science, friends. Why is everything a little choppy? Why is everything a lot of choppy? Aside from the fact I have so many VMs in the background. I think I have to investigate this. I'm pretty sure this is a me problem. Because here I am, looking at me like I usually do. Alright, everyone just hold on. We're gonna go see if I can do something about that. Stay right where you are. Alright. Climbing back up. Was a little... Okay, now it's crashing out again. Jeez. I can see it. I got my task manager over on the other screen. I'm running a job in the background, and it appears I should not be able to do this. Alright, we gotta put a stop to this. Alright, there we go. More normal-ish. Worse than normal, but should recover. It's all local. What was I doing, you might ask? Well, turns out running a whole battery of headless browsers firing artillery style at a test VM, which also lived on my computer. Why are you headed back so full? Turns out that was a bad idea while playing Factorio. So didn't we have this problem just a second ago? Is comparator equals go always firing? No. I wonder why they're syncing up so much. Anyway, we only have nickel in the wormhole, and then not in the good wormhole either. Wonder why we're having such problems. This guy has the gate where he waits 6 seconds. Maybe I caught it at a bad time. Maybe we have to just blitz through it immediately once we have the material. Maybe that's the way. So let's turn it up then. I'm gonna have to take that. Alright, let's go for very sharp, very quick production. That's a, yeah, 5-4. That's tricky to use. Okay. Why aren't you going? Oh, you are going. Okay. And now we are probably bottlenecked on agar, right? Yes. So how much agar are we asking for? There is a switch somewhere, right? Waiting for 800 agar. Well, let's turn that up. That's basically continuous production, right? You should probably be blued. Like the entire thing should be blued. Just on principle, really. It spoils. Why isn't it using the best belts? And then we're going to need a couple of you. I know this is not going to work immediately because this doesn't exist. However, we can make it exist. If it does not yet exist, it shall be made to exist. There. Okay. So that will shovel it in as fast as it can. And our goal is to burn through this immediately. We want higher production on the front end to dodge the contention on this end. Really? You're just shoveling it in on... Why aren't you regulated? Why is that? Huh. So now he's waiting for the circuit condition. And you're trying to drop. I'll get to see it in person. Alright, you should drop now. Oh, there's also still that issue that I haven't fixed yet. Where arriving somewhere should reset their counter. The counter determines whether or not they're slowly processed or non-slowly processed. The weights are working. Now it hit the second gate, and it's going to burn through this. Okay. And we have room for more agar, so that's good. And we're shoveling it in as fast as we can, and we are overproducing now, which is good. I mean, it's better than the other way. I wonder if we're producing so much we're going to have a crisis with crud. A crud crisis at some point. So we should put some extra vents in just in case the entire thing rots out. Now we have a few extra ways to get the crud out. Like if crud backs up to over here and this guy runs, that's a big problem for everybody. This is a ton of magnetic beads now. And then we look. So that's double. I mean, it's just flat double. And we're going to be having problems based on whether or not these guys are right. I'm not sure I did the right thing here. Yeah, distinctly uncomfortable with this. Anyway, we've increased magnetic bead production. See if this has yielded vat brains. And we have no vat brains. None. Because we still need PKS, right? PKS needs beads, right? So we're probably working to dig ourselves out of the hole we're in, but it's going to take a while. I mean, it's the bottleneck, and we just doubled it. Now PKS, I don't know if there's anything we could usefully do over there. It's already... Well, maybe we can get better Maybe that's loser talk. Maybe that's old thinking. Maybe that's pre-space thinking. Maybe we have the next level of these. We do. We can just go make these. We need nitrogen vacancy centers, which I probably don't have. We can just put these on the belt, right? Diverters. It's just diverters and nitrogen vacancy centers. But I don't think we have nitrogen vacancy centers in high enough quantities. We need to wait a bit until the presence of the phosphine gas. Here we go. Look, we're in person. The presence of the phosphine gas stimulates enough quantum DOT production that the nitrogen vacancy centers become common. Because right now I don't think they are common. And we're filling up here, at which point we won't take anymore. And there's dots needed there, and there's dots needed here. Dots are an enormously valuable resource right now. And this is the vacancy center, and we cannot prod it. We need so many dots. This guy's not here. Why aren't you here? Because no strangelets. Alright, so it's all very, 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 very valuable stuff. And strangelets aren't getting made very much. Okay, so I guess we suffer then, right? Okay. Okay, I can suffer. I've done it before. So right here we have 6. This is going to take time. Alright, so that's quite a lot of multi-quantum dot cells. And we can't prod this at all. And this is all needed to be munched into space science, which is here and sort of present here. Go drop that off. Go be good. Oh, this is making quantum sim data. That's good. And we need the hyperfabric. So let's go take a look at the hyperfabric. And we know what was going on with that. And that was we needed more americium, which was because plutonium was stopped because it had jammed. However, plutonium is probably working again, but is likely taking time to get back and up and going. Hyperfabric whale. Yeah, that's not a lot. That, in fact, is very, very little. So I guess we go hover like a worried hen over plutonium. And plutonium looks just fine. Plutonium seems like it's doing great. I mean, this might have a little bit of a problem. Oh, it's having trouble shoveling it in, but it's not backing up, so that's all fine. We are kind of spinning to win. We need to get rid of more oxide. So that's where we are at the moment. And that's this. If we want to get rid of more oxide, we got to copy paste this whole thing right here, which I'm pretty sure I'm just going to do. That is happening someday, possibly even soon. This entire block just come be over here now. Because we're going to need more plutonium production. We need more plutonium peroxide consumption. This is what we need. This is the focal point in the factory right now. We need to get rid of the plutonium peroxide. Because we can't just shoot into space. I would absolutely shoot into space. Where is our shooting into space area? Oh, apparently we still haven't figured this out. Okay, I guess we watch this. So is it going to wait for at least one stack? 12? No, it launches with anything in it. Oh, that's awful. Well, we gotta do something about that. Where are we with chores? Does it even matter? Fat brains are out. We need more Americium stream. Retire / supplement the dinosaurs. I guess this is what we're doing over here now, right? Oh, it's coming. Tech's coming along. Don't worry about it. Then we'll probably go uplift Simics in order to say that we have done something this day. Then maybe go increase the Vrock uplifts still more. That's kind of called for. So what I'm getting is the wiki is wrong and or it doesn't apply to pi. And that this does nothing. It just does absolutely nothing. Pick it up. And the only way we can make this work, the most efficient way for this, well, no, we can put it on all sides. Huh. Well, I say the words and I kind of have to, right? This is still not peak, but it's okay. I can't pick this up? Oh, wait, I didn't tear it down. Rocket parts, farewell to thee. I wish that hadn't happened. Why aren't you taking more? Anyway, then we do this. Why aren't you... Just get in there. We got trash. Alright, so what we need is this. And you come over here. And this is not well planned. This is not anyone's idea. What we need is now to wait. We spawn camp right now. And then all you guys are hooked together. All you guys are hooked there. And you are waiting until this is greater than 1,000. And then when that turns on, I want all you guys to turn on. All at once. You will all grab your maximum stacks and shove it in, right? And that will not fill it. Absolutely will not fill it. But it's going to add, what is it, 24 times, how many of these I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 24 times 18. It'll almost fill it. It'll almost be filled with one sweep of those arms, one synchronized sweep. But I want them both together. Ooh. So it won't do if just one of them is over 1,000. No. They must both be over 1,000. So what I need now is a decider combinator. We will do this differently, friends. We want in with red, and we want in with green. We want 2 measurements, right? On red and on green. No. Greater than 500, and you are greater than 500. It's an and. Output E equals 1. Okay, and now all you guys are going to be different. You no longer measure here. That is not your purpose. You now get your information from right there. And everyone is E greater than or equal to 1. Everybody. There. And they will now all wake up on the same tick. They will all grab on the same tick. They will all insert on the same tick. They will now all launch it into space. You got it on the same tick. So it will be maximum efficient on the rocket launching. Was this needed? No. No, it was not needed. Is this what we're doing? Yes, absolutely. So apparently I want to supplement these dinosaurs. We need to get rid of the Purex concentrate. And isn't this where we need to throw off plutonium peroxide? That's what we're looking at here. Oh man, coughing fit. It's not done either. Oh, this is happening again. Oh. The nuclear waste dump is full. Again. It's hard to believe it's not big enough. But the evidence is right in front of my eyes. We need a larger nuclear waste dump. And there's no other way to get rid of this except spin it into uranium oxide. Which just makes more of it. This is not the solution. It's not what you want, friends. So we need to double this. Huh. Was not expecting this to be a problem right now. So that's 24 warehouses. Okay, let's go do this. And also glance at vat brains again, because it is the center of the factory. It is the center of our heart. And we need it to be running again. Need it to be running again. Vat brains. It is not, because of PKS. PKS is right here. And how many beads do you use? 5 for 1 PKS? Well, 5 and then 90% fraud. Do you need another whale? You know what we say, right? If we ever have to ask that question, we just immediately, knee-jerk, put this in. Even though it's a teensy bit broken right now, because I haven't adjusted a setting. Right there. Okay. There we go. And then there. All right, let's go make a larger nuclear waste dump. And we will continue checking back on vat brains. I expect science to kick back in by the end of the episode. I mean, it's not stopping now, but still, you understand, right? To return to its former glory before the end of the episode. It's a lot of problems. I should probably do something about that one day. But, it is not the end of the episode yet. Not by far. So how are we going to do this? We can't just stack it right here because we have competition. And that's the most natural thing to do. Can't you guys rot faster? I wish I had a rot acceleration chamber. Really? How's my inventory full? Oh, someone picked up a lot of salt. How did that happen? There. Okay. And then the water has to come back around somehow. Make it work, right? So glad the saline crisis is behind us. All it took was scouring the map. Alright, now where is saline out? Is that you? No, that's gasoline. There's saline out. And then, good. Is saline out here? No. No, it is not. So we'll just pull it over. And like so. There. Alright, now you can produce, now you can drain. There was a beacon involved. Don't think you're escaping the beacon. Is that gonna do that? Of course it will. And you know, I'm even gonna give you better modules. There you go. Continue working, friends, for the good of the factory. Now, here. What am I doing? He asks, expecting an answer. You make a request to the universe and the universe responds, right? That's how it's supposed to work? Well, I guess I forgot the postage or something, because the universe has been real quiet on some of my bigger questions. I think I might have to show up to the universe's office. I think I might want to talk to the universe's manager. Alright, so. Glab. And how are we going to make this work, huh? Well, first we don't do this. First, we conserve some space, because apparently this is going to become a whole thing. Next. Okay. And there's you, and I have this highway going through I don't have to care about, which is wonderful. Because trust me, I cannot care like a pro. This is taking it's putting, what? No, pick them up. So, oh, and I'm missing more, oh no. Wait. How does this keep happening to me? Unfortunately, I have to go in. But this is an opportunity for some comedy. So, zip in, get a quick refill, zip back. Bye, guys. Ooh, that could have gotten me. It would have been the energy drink that did it, too. Ooh, friends. All right, so now we've got a problem is that because we've accomplished our goal, we did that. We did accomplish our goal. But now we can no longer control our character, which is one of the most effective ways you can mess with a player. Also, historically, the least fun. Oh, just got it. Fast. Look at that professional factoryism right there. Okay. And so this will double the surface area for decay. Nurgle, I do this in your name. And we shall rot. Now, unfortunately, Nurgle is not pleased by this because we are rotting things in order to clean the factory so that we might produce more pollution, mind you. Produce more pollution is our primary export. However, this is probably not what the grandfather would like me to be doing. Pollution, good. More rot, good. More rot for more pollution. Honestly, that has a lot of potential. He's probably going to want to hear a lot more about this plan. However, this whole thing with getting rid of this so it can, he would probably want me to take this and find the nearest freshwater lake and just dump the oxides in the lake. You know what? That sounds like a great idea to me too. I would do this, or launch it into the void of space, making it fractionally worse up there every single day. I could do that. I could absolutely do that. However, that is not the current plan. All right. What I want out of life is that. Oh, I have to turn that off. And then, bam. Bam. And then we do it again. Now we want to get this started at the speed of not dinosaur. Oh, it's already been picked up. So he was like on the cusp, huh? Alright, so this is moving again. Kind of freaky that we were backed up on plutonium peroxide with it not going. That kind of says we were... this is a new thing. I'm nowhere near where I need to go. The glow alone should guide me to this place. And pick up. Okay. We have doubled the nuclear waste dump. Fantastic, right? And the surface of the rot is in fact doubled. Hopefully that is enough. If not, I will double it again. Just you wait. Just you watch. I'll do it. I'm an absolute madman. So are we full spinning and full... So it was clogging it somehow. In a way I don't entirely understand. And now we are full spinning and full winning. Maybe it just needed this to work on it more. Maybe it was another clog. Well, there's another clog. And that's... clog into here? No, it's clog into here. There. Run full time. This half time displeases me. Alright, so this is running... It's not running as fast as possible, but the full belt is running, so what can I complain about? So how, in fact, how, I do ask, how are we blocked on this? Do I need to blue this belt? Like, just specifically this belt of all of them? Is that required? Did I grab enough? I think I did. We just keep going, and we keep going. And this is just the factory nowadays. We just kind of poke at it and putter. I really should go uplift Simiks after this. Should go check PKS again. Should go make better gene labs to make slightly more efficient PKS. Alright, and these guys can't shovel in fast enough. So I gotta help with that as well. There, you got 3 arms now. Hopefully that will actually do the job. Yeah, it's free-flowing. No, it's not quite free-flowing. You still can't shovel it in fast enough. It's kind of intense. I suppose these are massively oversped, and they cause 16 gigawatts of draw each. Maybe that's a contribution to the overall terawatt situation. Problem is, a lot of it comes back. It doesn't get destroyed. It only destroys like 40% of it. And the parts that we want the americium come here and they just come back again. Actually, this, yeah, that comes back again. I wonder if this is like the leading edge of us building up to a problem. That I'm not actually solving anything and I'm just moving the jam from one side to another. How are you not... Did I not hit this? And that's the problem? That is a problem, certainly. Oh, and it wasn't even that big of a jam. Yeah, and the problem is it comes back. Maybe I have to... Oh, I don't have the belt to glue it all around here. I'm not gonna do that. So, I don't know. Maybe something's better. I mean, we're chewing through the oxide. Oh, we're no longer... Okay, so it's like there's waves to it, I guess. Well, let's take a look. Let's look at it again. Let's go look at the waste disposal over here. Because I have this note here to help these guys. And apparently there isn't enough here. So we don't have the phosphate. And it's just, we don't got nothing without nothing, huh? I mean, respectable, I suppose. Nothing stuck. It just needs to get rid of the plutonium peroxide. That is still our problem. Well, what can we do when we can't shoot plutonium peroxide into space? We can't shoot it so we had this problem. That was... I want to say we didn't even have a nuclear waste disposal problem. We just caught the very, very, very leading edge of it. And look how uneven this is. So if we want to increase production of the waste oxide stream, which is currently the bottleneck, then what we need to do is to increase more oxide consumption. And that is only used in this recipe. I really, really wish... Why would we ever want more of it? Why would we ever want to make plutonium oxide off this? It does not work. This is a trap recipe right here. Because I know it's like, you probably just burn it in normal Factorio. Is that... So, okay, this is the recipe we got. And then it's only used here. Okay, got it. I suppose another vent, if we ever wanted to. It's right here. We could just use these neutrons as power, right? Really, really garbage power, but power nonetheless. And so this would never get backed up. And that would remove more plutonium from the system instead of reprocessing it here into other stuff. Now, admittedly, that reprocesses it into valuable stuff, but we're already recycling these here. So when it comes to removing material from the system, that is a card we haven't played yet, and it will remove little bits of them. Like, what can we do with neutrons? Just, do I have to go make another MHD just to put it down here, just to eat really bad neutrons? Because I don't want these to interfere with main power. Or I could just be doing this, huh? It eats one a second. Neutron absorber. So just convert all of these to neutron absorbers. This also burns plutonium peroxide. But do I want to turn these back on? I turned them off for a reason. The reason was I was afraid plutonium peroxide was getting out of balance. But that doesn't make sense now that I come back to it. There's no balance. It's like I needed... Okay, so what I was afraid of is I needed plutonium peroxide somewhere in this waste stream, right? Somewhere. Why aren't you going? Oh, you need phosphor. Oh, I do not believe. I absolutely do not believe you need phosphoric. I think I was just wrong on that. I think maybe I just am not understanding this complex system in front of me. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And then this is... Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And this is... Uh-huh. 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 This is not enough ash in. And we have an ash guy right here. And this just isn't enough. How incredibly weird is that? We will, of course, help. We're helpers. Ash. Do not interfere with the helping. What am I even doing here? What is this doing? That's worrying. Why aren't you connected to anything? Why are you connected to literally nothing? Why are you scaring me like this? It's got nothing in it, and it's connected to nothing. It's a nothing to nothing pipe. I don't believe that this exists. This can't be real. This is not how my factory works, ladies and gentlemen. Did this turn at one point? What happened here? Obviously, something happened here. But, well, I guess we gotta trace... Alright. Okay, this is getting out of hand. Very much getting out of hand. I have to fix one thing before I can get distracted by the other thing. Okay? We're like 3 distractions deep at the moment. But this is the magic of the Eternal Chores Day, right? You never know what you're doing, and you certainly have no idea why. Uh-huh. 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 And we're just gonna come over here, and we're just gonna do that, and we're just gonna pretend we did something good. There. You have endless will that go onto that? I don't know. Oh no. I was afraid of things, and now I'm not afraid. The emotion is different now. And there is no good way to clean this up. Yeah, here, pick it all up. It doesn't, what's the matter? We're so far into this. Oh, don't, not that. Okay, calm down. Don't get too wild now. Okay, so this is, I think this is a masterclass in how to have one problem and how to effectively multiply that problem many, many fold. Okay. Why are you guys not oh, we still don't have room. Okay. Okay. Hopefully I didn't hit any of other things. I don't know. Just put them back. Put them back. No, put everything back. Okay. There was no problem. Nothing happened. Everyone just has to embrace the fact that we had a real, true non-event here. I am not being very effective this episode. There are episodes where I am quietly shocked at how much I got done. This is not that episode. Not even close. I am deep, deep in struggle right now. Alright, we've gotten phosphoric online. We had a mystery, right? Oh, this is grease. Why was it empty and why is it not empty now? So at one point we had red loaders over there. Okay. That makes a certain amount of sense. But why is the grease here? Why is there grease here? Why was there no grease before? There was no grease before. We saw this. Okay. So we have a slight grease problem. Let's write that down. Grease problem? Question mark? I do have to get to Simik's today, though. Alright. What was my purpose? Does anyone remember what was going on before that? I had to get more phosphoric because I didn't believe what I was seeing. And I was right not to see it. Not to believe it. Okay. And so this is keeping up, sorta. And that's keeping up, sorta. And we have a note to supplement these guys. So I choose to believe in the note, alright? And this place is getting worse. I'm not putting those ingredients on there. They're not common enough. So we make this place worse. Got it. Right here. Yeah, I love Timmy. Timmy's great. Now we get a whale, and these guys are what? So I need 6,000, 3,000. Got it. And I don't have any whales on me. Did I disgorge a whole bunch of stuff at that disaster or not? I am not in good shape today. There are days when I am effective and efficient, and then there's today, friends. When I am bumbling and confused. Where did I put the failure box? Right here. Okay, this is why I don't have whales. We are all in the failure box. Okay, holding it together. Science is going. That means PKS has gone. That means vat brains are being made? Question mark? That warrants a look. Maybe that will cheer me up. Here, we'll look at that after we're done programming this whale. Alright? So we want to go get ammonium mixture and oxalic acid. And we can't copy and paste, right? No. This is you in a different light. No, I did copy and paste. That did work. I just wasn't the dinosaur I thought it was. I did not expect that to work. Alright. That's good. So 6,000 and 3,000. And then you get 3,000 and then 6,000. And you bring it here, please. Need food. Okay, it's got the wrong interrupt. Got it. It's got dinosaur hungry instead of whale hungry. Got it. Friend. Oh, camera mode. Can't feed in camera mode. Can't feed at all. What? can't pick this. I don't even know what's going on. On tilt, ladies and gentlemen. On tilt. We don't need that. Oh, is it endlessly cycling? Because we don't have... That might explain why we're having problems over here. Now. We have to get oxalic acid. And we have to drop it. I am not in good shape at the moment. Tech is trickling down to absolutely nothing. We need ammonium mixture. So there are layers to our misery. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And there's just no good way to do this, huh? No elegant way, anyway. Alright, we did a thing. This was obviously going to be the plan. I mean, it's completely obvious this was the plan. The plan is here. We are one with the plan. Let's go look at vat brains. Try to get a little bit of happiness in our life. Vat brains are going. Alright, excellent. Soon we will return to our normally scheduled programming. And this guy is coming back, or going somewhere at least. And if we go look at PKS, it is probably recovered, maybe. Probably, maybe recovered. If I could see where PKS is made, right here. It is not going. It's in stock, though. And this guy's coming back, and there's two of them. That guy's coming back, and this guy... Okay, just don't look at it. Don't look at it. It's probably fine. What's this chorecock doing hanging out? And what you doing, buddy? Now, see, this is not anything I have done. This is normal biofluid behavior. Like, what are you doing, friend? Are you on a mission? Are you going somewhere? Is this happening? Are you just... I've seen them freeze before, but never get just stuck like this. And again, this is not an area of code I've messed with. This is an existing bug, which, to be clear, I'm not entirely surprised exists. Because before I started messing with it, the biofluid system was a little bit of a disaster. Probably can't recommend anyone use biofluid going forward. I don't think it's going to exist in the game much longer, so don't get attached. So now we need more syngas? For real? This is where we're at in life? And is this an actual... I cannot believe I would run this like this. Okay. It's good to suspect I wouldn't do that, because I didn't. So where are you coming from? Down here? It has to be a straight line. So I suppose we have found what we're doing today. Oh, we're doing right now, rather. Syngas? We're not doing terribly. It's in stock. What's with the pressure? Did I clip this? I can believe that. Okay. Working theory is I have clipped syngas. Well, it's got a little bit in it. Working theory is now green valve. Let's just trace this line back and fix/destroy still more of the factory. So it's pressurizing as I go south, which is intriguing. That might be less demand somewhere, but no, that would imply we are completely filling the phosphoric distillation area's needs, and I don't believe that is true. We have gone a long way without hitting a fluid extent, though now it's such a janky algorithm. Huh. So this is actually the real problem. We just need more syngas. It's just straight more. We need more. And then right here, same problem. And then right here, we're getting more and more pressure. It's getting less and less prominent. Does that make sense? I'm getting confused. No, it just goes straight in right here. All right, so we need more syngas. Not what I expected. Why is tech only going at speed 2 now? We are missing chem science. Not expected at all. Let's go take a look. Chem science is not going. Chem science is stuck somehow. Where'd the combinator go? Where'd the combinator go? So at some point I ripped that up. That's really fantastic. All right, let's get distracted once more as we hit a higher priority issue. I don't think we're getting uplifting today. I'm just smelling it. That's not happening. Where did the combinator go? Oh, this isn't what we want anyway. It's different. We want you and you and you and you. Hooking up the wrong one should have triggered this. And moose and you and you and you and you. So this should be putting go out. Yeah, that did trigger it. Just had to wake up. Okay. When did I do that? That was, and that slipped through to the second gate, and that's good. Well, I don't know what to say about this. Except, what a disaster. I guess go deliver and hope we're making more than we need. Do I want to enable a couple more to catch up? I mean, that sounds like a great idea, doesn't it? The only reason not to do it is because I don't have the speed mods, but I do. There, now we're going at double speed here. Oh, and you need to be, no, it catches them all. Okay, good. So this is making, so we're making about 8 chemsci a second. Maybe that's, okay, I am in, what was I even doing? Syngas? Syngas now? So the vat brains hardly even matter at the moment because we had other problems, but luckily, hopefully, luck and hopefully, okay, so that guy just dropped. Vat brains have arrived. Empty cargo. They are flowing out. They're being delivered. We don't have any logi science either. Why is everything so strange right now? Well, I know science had stopped for a while because no PKS. Do not understand. The world is weirded. I don't know if we're gonna get... Well, we might get us... Okay, there's science finally kicking back in. But I'm distinctly uncomfortable. We want syngas. Syngas is made in a wide variety of areas now. Okay, that's good. Can't get rid of flue gas. Alright. I understand. Flue gas just becomes syngas too, so this is one of those... Here, we can probably see a nice graph. The struggle is real today, friends. So... Filtering flue gas is done right here. And are we at maximum speed? Yes, and we still can't get rid of it? No, this pipe isn't full. Alright, so we have an issue where we have to draw down the flue gas farther in order to create enough of a vacuum in order to have everything move forward again. God, that's suspicious that it was hard blocked just a second ago. Go down to 40. 40k. Alright, now these guys are pumping as hard as they can, and this is still not pressurizing. Wow, that's incredibly suspicious. So it's trying to pull this down to 40% full. Well, this is trying to keep these guys completely pressurized. It's kind of concerning, all told. Alright, this is falling off, that is falling off. I don't understand a single thing right now. Syngas. And is it up? Is it down? Does anyone know? And if we go look at the actual problem we were having, which is right here, it no longer seems... I do not understand even a single thing about the reality in which I exist. I just don't get it, guys. If you're here for insightful commentary and deep understanding of mechanics and, you know, anything at all, really, you are in the wrong place, friends. Today is a mystery bumbling stream. Where I barely understand what's on my screen again and again and again and again. Good news, this guy's arrived. Good news, this will never ever, 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 ever be the bottleneck. So this is moving. Let's just take a look at what I want. Americium. That's what we actually want. And it's been struggling hard lately. I don't know what to make of any of this. I was considering something. Way back in the way back. I was having some really deep thunks. And that was about plutonium peroxide. At one point, I had reason to believe that these absorbers which were eating plutonium peroxide, which you would consider a good thing, were actually harmful, that we needed that plutonium peroxide in order to keep this cycle going. I am not sure that is actually accurate. I think I need to relearn this lesson, but I have fear now, because past me did something. See, we clipped it right here. And past me might have understood something better than I do. That is, in fact, almost 100% certainty, in fact. Because, as we've established, current me is not really the most intelligent person on the planet at the moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to do this cautiously, carefully. We are only going to take the overflow, right? Only accepting overflow now. And so, hopefully, this is going to cause me problems right now. Hopefully, I've got oxide in my inventory, and I don't want that. Like, big don't want that. So these guys should be leaping to life now, and they will burn some plutonium peroxide. Now, it's not much. It really, really, really isn't much. I was doing this before I did this method. But the wonderful thing about this method is it just burns it entirely. It's slow as snot. It cannot be prodded, but it's kind of a guarantee. So it's like this constant low-level draw. And I actually made better absorbers, right? Even in bulk, perhaps. So let's try to walk a very fine line between trusting my past self and scrabbling for a little bit of advantage in the short term. We will turn these on, and I would say something like, and we'll watch this area, except there is nothing else to watch. So of course we will be watching this. We will be paying attention to it very, very, very closely. And this is going to keep me up. Why would taking plutonium peroxide out of the system break the system? I don't, especially excess plutonium peroxide. Like, if I have it going into the plutonium, well, it wouldn't work if I ate so much of it that it made it so I couldn't run the particle accelerators to make new plutonium. Okay, that's a jam, but we've already accounted for that in that. Oh, we got 50 here. That's nice. We've already accounted for that in that. We're only taking overflow now. So there will always be plutonium peroxide available to make the plutonium oxide. So there are no problems. This is just... Except you're not running. No, you are. I think. Yeah, you just ticked forward. All right, so which one of you, so these are also Mark IIIs. Which one of you eats the most plutonium peroxide a second? Obviously you guys. And I should just turn everything into this, frankly. Everything should be running this recipe. Because it eats the most plutonium peroxide. And it's just simple as, right? So let's do that. Well, this is going in first. I mean, this will work if I just switch the recipe. And the virtue here... Why isn't this... Oh, these are only Mark 1s. The virtue... Wait a second. Then this is not correct. Those are not the best ones, because this is Mark... Well, no. No. No, in fact. I'm worried that I just polluted a bunch of lines by kicking out material, and now it's on the wrong belt. Like right there. I could see it shows the wrong thing on the belt there. I think I caused myself a lot of problems. Here, let's... See, this thing is 0.17 a second. But if I upgrade, now you're 0.51 a second? That's much better. It's even better than this one. What was I thinking? And so that's just upgrade? Okay. Okay. And then how much oxide is this eating a second? 1.5 oxide a second. And 1.5 oxide is 15 plutonium peroxide. So it's eating 15 plutonium peroxide a second. Which is good. But this is also potentially good. I mean, maybe it's passive. So this is 0.5 each, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this is eating 14 plutonium peroxide a second, so it's the same as essentially one of these guys, with the advantage being that it is completely passive. It doesn't do anything. I should just have banks and banks of these guys. Once again, wish I had an inefficiency module. How many more do I have of the blue ones? And this just eats nothing. This should be converted. That's tough, isn't it? But the nice thing about this is that it doesn't make anything on the other side. It just falls into a hole. So maybe. No, this space is reserved. Maybe we build another spot for more of these. And we try to keep these running. Right now you're not, because no hydrogen peroxide. Oh my god. Oh my god. And that's... Oh, this. It's being delivered. In fact, it's right there. It caught a Huzu instead of a chorecock. Alright, so that's still not good. Okay, now they all converge. Alright. Alright, I forgive that momentarily. So it's not falling. So I want to save this area for more particle accelerators. Okay. So I guess this is the area we want, even though I don't really want to do this right now. And then farewell ore patch. I don't know how you survived this long. And do we have enough to throw this down and properly begin? No. We need more refined concrete. Okay. Tech is stopped, and I probably should pay attention to that. I don't want to pay attention to that, though. I am an absolute mess. Should go get something to drink. Maybe caffeine will make me slightly smarter. Alright, that is our regularly scheduled service has resumed. And that's good. But now these little tech problems, they're no longer playing. How is that even possible? That I not have bones? It seems with all of the wobbly boys we are processing, how is it conceivable we do not have bones? Because these guys are not but bones. They are a bag of bones. We have plenty coming round, and then some goes over to make bone meal, and we're consuming a lot of this for propeptides. That is a concern. And then it all goes here, and then it gets 1/4 of everything, because we're also backing up. Everything seems slow again. This is all stuff going on with my computer, so just... I really should. And then this is a problem. Diamonds are out. Like, there's just... the factory's falling apart, guys. It was going so well for so long, and now it is just completely and utterly falling to pieces. So this guy is snarfling up some to the point where we're only getting half going that way. Diamond. Yeah, that ain't good. In fact, I'm going to call that bad. So let's just... I guess we're concentrating on one thing at a time. We're putting the shameful number away. We don't want to look at it. It's not here. It's not there. Just it's gone. Cannot hurt us when it is not here. Then we will introduce another static peroxide absorber. We will try to remember why this was a bad idea. There we are. What we want is specifically you. We want as much of this as we can get. I don't think we have enough. I think it's a bit too long. Bots off. We're going to remove this phrase. I think maybe we have enough for this. And we'll have to do something with waste. Alright, we do have enough for all this. Is this in fact exactly enough? It's exactly enough. Providential. So we need 239 and 240 out right here. So what we'll do is like so, right? 239, 240. And then you just go out. And this needs power, I suppose. There you go. Power exists, right? How is everything going so badly and yet still going? Once again, we are brought back to thoughts of the grandfather, of that which suffers endlessly, yet does not die. Positively Greek in his level of tragedy. So what is our problem here? Someone explain to me the nature of my medical emergency. We have diamond concentrate that can't get out. That doesn't get processed here. That gets processed here. No, no, no. There's an additive missing. Need grease. We have, in fact, a grease crisis. All right, that's on my list. let's just pretend I'm taking something away from that. Let's just pretend some lesson was learned, and we're all better people for this conversation. I'm so proud of us all. Congratulations, everyone. What a mess of an episode. And what's kind of terrible is I am going on a little mini vacation starting today. So there will be no episode for me tomorrow. There will be an episode for you tomorrow. Don't worry. I've got you covered. Now, don't worry. I got what you want. You will not have a problem. But me, I have to think about this for the next several days. Think about what I need to do. This will lead to an unhealthy degree of rumination. Alright, so good. And then I want you... No, I want this. And this is all tremendous struggle for not much, right? Is this will all just eat just a little bit of plutonium peroxide. Oh, I can't even do this. I can do. I still can't do this. Oh no. Okay. 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 What I need now is to find Slurry. This is getting so out of hand. This was probably born out of hand, right? Then I have to go find... There's Slurry. Alright, find my preferred Slurry line. And then this will do something. Hopefully this lays the groundwork for spamming these many times. And then I'll have a bigger problem than the one I have right now. Yay? Why am I not being refilled with pipes? Should not the Ocula have taken care of that? Why do I have creepy eye things if not to bring me pipe? Okay. So we have added this area. Apparently it's not connected. I probably did something bad there. Oh, you need the peroxide in. Okay, never mind. We're still not done with this incredibly fiddly build. And this needs plutonium peroxide of a certain character. Not just any plutonium peroxide. There. I don't like how the drop is brown, but the highlight is green. I wish that wasn't like that. There is more plutonium peroxide, but it is of a different character. Don't look at it. It will attempt to deceive you. I have to be very mindful. And that just went to the worst row possible. You know what we're doing anyway. I can do it right here. There. Okay, we also didn't do it right. So. Alright. Okay. Breathe. Things are under control. I am in charge of the factory. Where aren't you going? You need plutonium peroxide too? There you go. Alright. So this is burning plutonium peroxide for me. I still got copper in my inventory somehow. And this is... You know what? These decay into... I don't even know. You know what? We're putting this right here. It shouldn't ever happen. So we're going to just pretend it's never going to happen. I don't want to deal with it anymore today. That was utter abdication right there. What a mess. All right. All right, all right. You take that. You take that. Good. And this is all flowing. This is all spinning. I need to get out of here. I need out, out, out. And you're not going because no... Excuse me? No, you can't get rid of the Purex concentrate. And that should be this over here, right? Can't get... We need more kerosene. Why is everything over there out? Like, this is a sign I should pay attention, right? There's indications that there may be a problem in the hydrocarbon processing area. I should probably go take a look at that, right? Oh, rocket launch. What is our problem? Why don't we have grease? Why don't we have kerosene? Someone explain this world to me. Why we didn't have syngas? Why we don't have anything? Why can't we have nice things? Making grease, we don't have enough low distillates. Is this because an oil well is out? I can kind of believe I've done that. Kind of believe I might run in the right direction one day. So, are we going at full tilt? No, we are briefly running out of oil. So let's take a look at high dist. That is ERK. How about crude oil? ERK. So I have either exhausted a well. Where do we even get oil from? Oil. How about crude oil? Bitumen? Bitumen seep. See, I can't search for it once it's found. Once it's tapped. I know there's one right there. What are you doing? And you are doing as much as you can. The entire... just you're doing everything you can. That's just not enough. Now I can speed that up. I am not sure that is the actual solution to my problem. Can I search for this in any way? Medium oil derrick. Can you tell me what you need to be placed on? No. So what is it? Is it an oil patch once it's been drilled on? Oil. No, it doesn't say anything about oil. Crude oil, there we go. How about crude oil? And it's not searchable. Search for crude? No, it isn't searchable. But if I search for oil, it's crude. It's searchable. So there's something in the name. Okay. Well, this is not the best way to go about this, but it does work. So I guess we speed these guys up, huh? There's one by glass extraction. There's one by in the corner of alloy processing. There's one right there. Those are the ones I'm going to look at right now. Could probably get better oil derricks too. So let's just start there. Unfortunately, they're not more efficient. They're just faster, and that's why. What do we dry on? We're dry on both Logi and Chem. That's great. Fantastic work. So this guy does not have nearly enough. I kind of feel like you're in sync. Yeah. Do not know what to do about that. Has to start on the code side. Oil derrick. So we need you. We need one more. Okay. But tech is going. So if we look at, I bet Logi Science has a, no, Chem Sci was not Chemical Sci. Yeah, it's really spiky. That's because we can't keep, well, it's been going constantly for a while now. I mean, not a huge amount of time. This is definitely since I messed with it. Why is it having problems still? Okay. Try to rally. We're gonna get through this. We start here. You're making 3.7 a second. Oh, it's bigger. Okay, we'll give you some room. Then right there, please. Right there, please. All right, and cuddle it up real close. Now you're making 5K a second. Now you're making 6.6K a second. All right, better. Not done yet, though. There is one by glass processing, and that's right here. And this one's going to be a big bump. Right there. Okay, good. And then, of course, you get special attention. I mean, that's what you want to see. I mean, the target is a pipe. Do we need another pipe coming out? Are we reaching the ends of the piping system here? I can kind of believe. What am I doing? Doing multiple things wrong. Is there a pump somewhere? I don't know. And the other one was right up here, right? Yeah. Hopefully this doesn't... Okay, I left myself room. Good. And these barrels are just in my way. Crude oil is right there, and off you go. Pumpa. And then a 5.5. Now this does not... Okay. It's going at 10,000 a second. And this is probably bad in a lot of ways. And we're not going to pay attention to any of that. This entire episode has been just bad in a lot of ways, over and over again. So let's see what maybe we can fix. All right, now we are full up on crude oil. But this too will not be the end of our sorrows. We should boost all these guys. Because that was just a little bump. Remember? I remember that. Okay. The good news is we're not running up against our ability to vent anything yet, anyway. How is that real? There has to be a pump somewhere and it's getting completely saturated. Yeah, I believe. Let's go mess with that now. Then right here, and you are completely saturated. Then like that. Why do you have this in you? Why are you like how you are? There. Now it's both going as hard as it can, and it's pressurizing, and it's going to drop off. All right. So we need a double pumping system for this. Okay, now you're going full speed-ish. Speed 20. That's pretty speedy. I'm really curious if we're going to be able to keep venting everything. The main reason I was doing all of this was that so grease production could be constant, right? And it appears that we finally hit that. Grease. So it's not exactly revolutionary or anything, but it should be constant now. Why is it not constant? Oh, I wonder what that little bump was. That just me messing with the pumps, you think? And so this is it. Now it's 68k a second. Maybe. Is this also going to take care of the kerosene problem? Where even was that? Something needed kerosene. It was in diamond processing, right? Or was that the grease? No, that was the grease. Which one was short on kerosene? And I looked at it and it was just, I don't understand these things that I'm seeing. There are words on the screen, yeah, right here, and they seem to make sense. I do not believe we are short on kerosene. We have an entire facility in charge of making it. I believe instead we don't have kerosene from the south on the biofluid network, which is something I'll take care of right now, I think, because there's this. No, that's coal gas going from mining. I think this is you. Yeah, this is kerosene. And it gets pumped into here. How? We need to put this on biofluid. That's just from down here. It is just what the situation calls for. Luckily for us, I can do this. Why is my entire screen... Okay, my computer's got demons in it right now. Yeah, this just is kind of a weird day. There. Now we have tons and tons of kerosene in an alternate provider that's on a primary source, and that primary source is right here, and that's producing quite a bit. So maybe this will help, maybe not. I don't know. Let's go add another biofluid receiver. So we're not going to get a tech today, but we have gotten back on the horse. So that's good. And all of this is a complete and utter mess. Which one is it? You. It was a mess to begin with. It was a mess at the end. It was a mess at every place in between. So right here, we just need a lot more. So ask for more biofluid transport. And we just don't got it at the moment because of various problems, but maybe it'll pick itself back up. Ugh. So the world is just multifariously broken at the moment. I should go look at the sodium carbonate situation because the wormhole was low on it, and just eat the fact that this is Chores Day. Solid 100% pure grass-fed Chores Day. And it's right up here. I actually found the factory. Why are you not going ever harder? So it looks like I need, first off, more of these guys right here. And that says, just do this, right? Maybe like that. It's a little better. I mean, that seems like it works, right? We're gonna have to find a way to get slurry in, but we can't go right there because of choices we've made. But we can make different choices, right? Come up here, and this is obviously the hallmark of a well-designed system. And the water needs to get out. No problem. So like that, you are now pumping along. This is probably going to cause problems. Yep, just like that. So the system of reacting up all the sodium sulfate, now it's coming over slightly more often and kind of overwhelming this guy. Yeah, it's going to tick up. What we really should do now is put another one of you right here. Oh, absolutely should do that. Like right here, I guess. That's most natural, right? I mean, it seems most natural. There, and then it just starts going. And then you have to get rid of that. Okay, that I can help though. We have a waste product. Of course we do. We always have a waste product. There. So we have doubled our... You seem like you're not going as fast. No, you are not going as fast. Ah, because you are missing this piece. There you go. That's still going at speed. You're missing something. Ah, you're missing this guy. That's better. Alright, now you're going at speed 62, and that's going at 62. And it's maximum prodded. And that's the next bottleneck, not having enough sodium hydroxide. But that's backing up, and that's good. And then this is not backing up, but maybe it will. Need more diamonds. This is looking remarkably healthy right now. I'm gonna go get a soda. I've needed it for a while. Everyone stay here. Alright. Soda obtained. World still not making a whole lot of sense. This is at least healthy. Tech is at least going. Kind of feel like a long episode today, if only to get to this tech. So that something, we flagged something good on the day. Something gone right. And I think that's probably going to happen. I have a bit of time. I am not forced away, as I am so often. So this is going, but not going. Where aren't you guys going? Need Sarkoris? Oh, it's coming around. This seems to be full up anyway. Well, wait a second. Yeah, we have Logi. We have some chem, not enough. This is gonna be what falls apart on us, isn't it? We need this guy to deliver, like, a lot. And so you are aware. We still have this problem. Gonna have to deal with it at some point. I think it's a mechanical problem with the optimization code I put in the caravans. I'm pretty sure this is a me thing. But we're not going to stare at that anymore. We're going to go stare at sodium hydroxide. It's not explicitly a problem at the moment, but I need to see it working. I need the comfort of the sodium hydroxide maker going full tilt. Let's go take a look. And it appears it is in fact going full tilt. And we're full up. And we're full up on those things. So that's all we need to do is to double that factory. And it was very easy to do that. That feels nice. Okay, so the wormhole is not reporting problems. Maybe we can go check and see if the bioport is reporting problems. And you kind of are. I mean, grease, yes. Kerosene, yes. There's one Gorbachev. Where do you think they are? Oh, they're... Why did the available creature tick up by 1? We saw it go down to 2. Wonder if there's something weird. Oh, caught one. Pulled it right out of the system. Alright. I suppose we're doing a sweep then, huh? I'm not seeing many creatures that don't belong. Which is what I would expect. Oh, we're very busy. I need more just creatures in general. Okay. That's a problem I can handle. We built a chorecock maker a very long time ago. And I could just take those and just use them for their intended purpose, right? I can just dump 100 of them in the system. And the system we bet maybe we're having problems with biofluid creature availability. I wonder if that has something to do with those chorecocks stalling out after delivery. So 130 of them dumped in the system? Okay, that sounds good. Then we'll just kind of keep watching it over the next few episodes. Gotta get one tech today. We have to find at least one technology. And then hopefully momentum will not be broken. Alright. That's for you, but not that guy. That's for you. That's for you. That's for you. That's you. You're available. Also explains why the Gorbachevs are in use. Because why wouldn't they be? The network is just strained on all fronts. We're down to 41. So they're getting rarer. My Huzu pogroms have borne fruit. That the Huzu population is falling. Okay, take that, take that, take that. Where are we at now? I added more and now there's more out in the world. That's what happens. Out there making guano. So kerosene is no longer a problem. All those requests have been filled. Grease is still an issue. So let's go pay attention to that once more. And then I guess I'm going to go out and I'm going to stare. No, I'm going to do uplifting. We're going to do one thing of uplifting today. That's probably going to be Simik's. That will avoid me having to call this Chores Day, even though it totally is. So grease appears to be made. We might be clawing our way out of this pit slowly, which is not really what I want. But it may be my doom, friends. And the only other way to make grease is via potato. That might... I don't like it makes a byproduct. I don't like it makes so little, but you get lots of potatoes. Is that a fast recipe at least? 2 seconds? Okay, this is probably a decent recipe all told. I think I went for just more prod overall. So very... I like the building. I don't think it's appropriately used. Does this make sense? So how is hydrocarbon processing doing? So we're stopped up on that. Yeah. But there's no bottleneck anywhere, so just don't worry about it, I guess. I'm wandering around here as if I'm going to come to some great and profound conclusion, but that is not so, friends. So what is our budget and our consumption here? That's eating nothing. These are eating 14, so we're eating... Okay. Yeah, it is just about our budget. And it's tuned here accordingly. How we add this here? Well, we just spam this, right? And then find a way to make it just a little faster. Right now you're at speed 11. Now you're at speed 12, so you're just a little faster. Hopefully we can keep up with the tin chrome. If we take a look at grease, it used to be up and down, and now it is pegged hard. Okay, so we've actually done an irk, just a little irk, just a little up, not even 10%. So by eliminating the variance, that's actually enormous. So if we just have these guys working full-time forever, it'll probably dig our way out. Here, we're going to go deal with our inventory, and then we're going to go uplift something. It's probably going to be Simik's. I know Simik's are ready. We'll go snag ourselves an achievement on the day. Here, that's for you. That's for you. And then we're going to just wait for this to tick out. It's going to be like 20 more minutes. I can play for 20 more minutes. Then we'll roll up. So, anything else? I'm way overweight for some reason. Oh, there's a lot of red belt. Luckily, this stuff is always in demand, so it'll get recycled quickly. I'm still very heavy right now. A lot of doubles. Don't need that, don't need that. Alright, don't look at it. Let's go check Moondrops, Vrox, and then go start cloning Simik's. Gotta look at it, right? Gotta look at it. And it says bone still. I wonder why. I mean, is it just when bone meal is in demand? I mean, it's being made, but it's flickering real bad. Alright, let's just not pay attention to that. Let's just choose to believe that everything is fine. We are going to look at Moondrops, right? See how Moondrops are doing? Moondrops still need 2 more winners. I probably need to put another moondrop roller in, though it'll probably also finish in time if I just leave it alone. Now we're going to go look at Vrox. That is the only other one still rolling, and it's been rolling for a while, friends. And here we're still at 1. We gotta find a way to trash these. All the other recipes are at least neutral on the critters that are made. This is wildly positive. Well, I guess that's not true. We're gonna have to find a way to mulch these guys. We can just mulch you, right? Yeah, right there. Into compost you will go. And we're gonna add like 2 more of these over here. Maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe double it. It's gone for 1,025 rolls and it has only produced 1. So it's going very slow and we're having terrible luck. Right now, get us to the halfway point right now. No. The wonderful thing about terrible luck is it can break just suddenly and just swing over to very good luck. That's what helped us with Arthurians, I think. But for today, we're not going to care about any of that. We are going to now make better Simiks. You need Toxorus? Oh, wow. I'm not sure we can do that. We need in vitro meat too. And the AI kit. This needs a lot of stuff I don't got. And all of this can go away now. And you can go there. And I don't know what to do with these. Why is he trying to pick up? What's he trying to pick up? Immunosuppressants. Oh, we're going to need more of those now. I mean a lot more. Because of that thing, what I have done. At least we can just turn this on. I had the... Well, this doesn't even have to be here. I had the intelligence to put the AI kit together right there. Funny string of words, but it's true. Phosphine, full up, excellent. And then I'm looking for immunosuppressants. I want to upgrade immunosuppressants. I imagine I can just speed that and everything will be fine. But that is this guy. Then you go drop. Oh, it's not even there. Here, this is for you. There. You are now blessed. Be gone. So, immunosuppressants, as I anticipated but did not act on, are now a bottleneck. They are right here-ish? No, right here-ish? I did them in their own area and they kind of stick out. Yeah, right here. They're being made as, well, not very fast. We can spam prod. You're going at speed. I didn't check. So we take this, put this right here. And you get a real healthy 4-5. That hits everybody. And you're going more prod and more better. And it's probably tied to Pacifastin, which probably we're not making enough of. But we can help out. Just, here you go. It's just for everybody now. Just everybody gets prod 3. Yeah, sure, I did good there. Of course I did. It's the only kind of thing I do. So there you go. Then this guy is waiting and will deliver, but it's only making at about 6 a second. which may or may not be at consumption level. So this will just end up be a chore day. I am not going to get to Simik printing by the end of the day. We're only waiting for that, and that's like 20 minutes away. So we need to make in vitro meat. Should I just do that here? I'm pretty sure I should just do it here. I wonder if this is worthwhile to do. To make things. It's hard without the prod downstream. The big thing is you need a Toxorus. That is not something you just get to ask for. Alright, pick it all up, pick that up. Okay, good. We need all of that, and then we need a box. Yeah, this is probably not what I should be focusing on. I should probably be focusing on the need a Toxorus problem. There. But hey, we got the AI systems kit in. Hey. Pull that up. Pull that up. This is now done forever. Pull these guys up. Chuck them in. They vanish. Tholins, rich gas. We have the artificial blood right there for the in vitro meat. So this also has to get made. And this is entirely normal stuff. I can just copy and paste a dinosaur for that. Stem cells might not be around here though. Then we need Toxorus. Maybe I program this guy first. Maybe this guy should come back. Then just wait. Because you're going to be different now. Can I spare the Toxorus is the question. I mean, apparently I can. Oh, we're completely backed up on this. We need more terrible thing. This is going to keep us... It's going to give us problems. Because the hyperfabric really isn't being made very fast. But we're making... Alright, I'm getting off track again. As I do. Well, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself again. As I do, as I does. You need to be the standard, you need hyaline. So I wonder if this is just a different flavor. Like this guy needs propeptides. The other one needs hyaline. So if I take this and I try to shove that in a dinosaur, it worked. We're going to need to reduce everything, but it worked. Yeah, you don't need propeptides, you need hyaline. And hyaline is this, I think? Yeah. And you need to be reduced in proportion, obviously. So, here. Just don't even think. 1500, 700, 700. And you're not going to be able to do it because of the immunosuppressant shortage, which we had in the back of our mind, but did not act on. Okay. And then you bring that, not there, you bring it here. All right. And you're obviously not whale hungry. You are dinosaur hungry. Okay, good. All right, so that guy will go off, and that will give us our in vitro meat, and nothing here spoils, and that's An enormous kindness. I'm not sure we have rich gas around here. I wouldn't be surprised if we did. Well, I should work on this. Well, okay, hold on. Rich gas is for Xenos? We probably have them next door with Xenos? Okay. Okay. Oh, we do have rich gas. And we have stem cells right there. So that kind of implies that this was another copy pasta. Which isn't great, but I'm not furious about, you know? The end of alien life seems like it was a little rushed. Alright, and Tholins are probably around here. With Numels. Right? We should probably program this guy, but we need him here. Because I want to empty him out. Here, let's do the math. Maybe we will get Simiks fully done today. Where are we at? Almost done. Alright, we need... that's here. We need Toxorus. BMP. cDNA. That's local, that's local. So it's really just Toxorus and these things. It's completely different. Alright. So we need 1 Toxorus. 2 cDNA. 1 BMP. And that is literally it. Alright. Now it's time to do a little dance. Shove everything in that goes. Pick up everything that doesn't go. Right. We don't need bioscaffold, which is weird. I guess it gestates inside the meat. No, that's a Xeno. Xenos do that. Not this guy. Alright, so what I need from you is actually extremely simple. You need cDNA, true. But then you go on a real magical adventure. What's our ratio? 4? 3,000 divided by 4? That's going to be 700. You're not going to get 700 Toxorus. You're not. You're just not. It's not really conceivable. 1400 DNA. 1400. No waiting forever. And you just need BMP, and that's down in the pharmaceutical area. Load BMP 700. And then go get Toxorus, I guess. I hope you get to snag at least one. Load items, Toxorus 700. Do not wait. You take what you can get. Then unload. Unload. Like so. Like so. Okay, go. That guy comes here, and I think we're basically done, right? We can call Simiks done. I mean, I've called far... Oh, we have to, oh, this is also a problem. You right there. You right there. You right there. And this is going to take a while to go. And that's fine. Because I have a while. Take that, take that. Shove it in as hard as we can. Probably this is okay. Probably. I've already forgotten what I did. Yeah, it's just fine. Good. Good. Alright, and this is just standing still forever and all time. So what we need now is to find GTA and Tholins and stem cells. Stem cells are right over here. Alright, so we're almost done. And then we can wrap up and we can be happy with our progress today. I don't know if happiness is the emotion I'm experiencing. I am definitely feeling, it's a full body feeling happening right here. I betcha numals, which we don't really do around here, do we? There we go. We got a tech today. It all ticked forward a little more. Now we get 2 more utility sciences. And tomorrow, which is unfortunately there it is, it's on screen. Look at the red creeping closer. It's almost researchable. This is what we want, though, among the many things that we want. This is also probably on the way. That's on the way. We're getting all of it, so it doesn't actually matter. Don't look at it. Finish the job. The job needs me to find the tholins. Tholins are used in probably Xenos too. Xenos and trits and dingrits. Dingrits might be close enough. I guess I took down the tholins area because I don't see it here. Maybe I brought in tholins. I kind of remember pushing tholins aside. I could definitely believe I have a line which I have just forgotten about. That's happened before. It's all the way down at Dingrits, huh? Tholins should be here. Is that tholins? Is this tholins, but I just don't have any? No, I would have seen it at the bioport. I am very curious now, which is a problem. That's wastewater. All right, we're just bringing it in on biofluid. I do not want to wait anymore for either of these things. We are over time, and I got things to do. So you're bringing in tholins. Great. Bring them to me. And you're bringing in GTA, the other thing. Great. Bring it to me. I'm just going to hook both these up, and then I'm going to be out of here. It has been an enormously weird day. And hopefully we're back on our feet. Hopefully everything is working again. I could probably look at graphs and make some sort of determination of whether or not that is true. However, I don't want to. That is beyond the ability of this unit at this time. Please try again later. Alright, you're coming, and you're coming, and then that's this, and then all this stuff is coming on this guy, and then all this stuff is coming on that guy. You know what? I'm declaring it done. I'm declaring Simik done. We made it, friends. And it's time to run screaming from the factory, content in the fact that something has occurred. We cannot exactly name what that something is. It's more of a feeling. It's a vibe in the air. The air has cleared. The atmosphere is now conducive to relaxation. The natives are not agitated. The hive is quiet. Now it's time to just quietly sneak out while I can manage it. I wonder how many of our problems with the hyperfabric are from plutonium just malfunctioning. Screenshot taken. Taken again. All right. So, the end of another one, friends. What have we done today? Well, we ran around screaming today. Vat brains were out due to a problem caused by an unknown individual in an undeterminate time. It was just a problem. It was found. It was probably put in by the game designers, frankly. It's probably part of PyMods. I'm glad you're watching this. It means that you're prepared when you find this problem. Anyway, we fixed that problem, and it cascaded through the entire system and finally resulted in vat brains again. And science is now going. We are happy about this. Science was also breaking for many, many different reasons, all of which are, again, just inherent features of PyMods and in no way anything I was responsible for. So I overcome this. I solved those puzzles. Those puzzles were all solved down here, and that's fantastic. Plutonium was completely broken, and I may have broken it worse. I don't know if that's true. We're doing some weird stuff. Like, we built another area simply to consume more plutonium peroxide. It's not consuming a lot, and there's no way I can provoke it to go faster, which is awful. However, we have some additional hyperfabric, and we're making space science, so maybe things are okay, or maybe not. That's where we are. We also had problems with oil. We had problems with grease. We had problems with kerosene. We had problems with getting things around. We had problems with not enough biofluid critters. And somehow, throughout all that, we managed to restore the factory to working state. We researched a tech, singular, just one, but that's enough because it was a space science tech. And then for a finale, we finished Simik uplifting. The only two uplifts left are Moondrops and Vrox. Vrox, which is incredibly slow and incredibly unlucky, and Moondrops, which is, like that, only the little brother version. So next episode, whenever it might be, I'm going to have to focus on adding more capacity to the rollers right here. Starting with Vrox, since it's farther away, it has only produced one Mark IV Barak. And I need 3 more. And it's been incredibly unlucky. So we have to invade the Dilmo area to make more Varrock cocoons. The footprint is just very large. I don't want to think about it anymore. In fact, I'm not thinking about any of this anymore. I am now done. Thank you very much, everyone. We'll see you all next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye.